Hello and welcome to Mtoto News Insight, where we bring you news and information about children as it comes to our desk. I am Anne Wambui. Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko made an impromptu visit on Monday at Pumwani Hospital after a tip-off from the public of the endless poor management of the facility that allegedly led to the death of 12 infants. Constance Ndeleko has more.
Human life must be protected, says the Nairobi Governor Mike Mbuvi Sonko after the impromptu visit at Pumwani Hospital on Monday and brought into limelight the discovery of 12 corpses of infants stashed in boxes wrapped in polythene bags inside a store, as opposed to mortuary rules after complaints of poor management by members of the public. Prior to this, the facility has been on the limelight on controversial matters of missing babies at the hospital. It is alleged that the death of the 12 infants was due to negligence among staff members at the maternity nursery level. It is purported that the incubators had been powered off, leading to the unfortunate death of the young souls on Sunday night. The subject of concern has raised bitter arguments on credibility and accountability of the management that led to immediate suspension of the Pumwani Maternity Hospital Board, Superintendent Dr. Catherine Mutinda, Hospital Administration Zodak Agani, and obstetrician gynecologist Dr. James Kamau. On the contrary, the nurses claim they are understaffed with only 162 nurses, inadequate bed capacity, and lack of enough equipment. The lingering question is, what are we learning as a nation on the state of the well-being of a child? However, the police have launched investigation over the findings, which could get officials charged with criminal negligence following the report that the machines are often switched off at the critical care department. It is upon us to fight for justice, for a better tomorrow, and also have a sane environment for our children. From Mtoto News, I'm Constance Ndeleko.
The body of a 9-year-old girl was found dead in Gatoro Forest in Menti North Division, Meru County. Maribel Kapolon was reported missing 10 days ago after not coming back home from school before being found lifeless on Monday. The young lass went missing on 6 September 2018 after she failed to turn up home from school. According to neighbors and passers-by, Kapolon was dropped by the bus and walked with her friends before a stranger called her by her name and approached for a conversation.
One of them has been taken before court, has taken plea, and another one is under interrogation. The first one was arrested in Nairobi 6 days ago, and he was taken before court on Friday, I think.
The standard 3 people from Consolata Primary School found in her school uniform with one shoe on was the daughter to Meru Senior Resident Magistrate. Her body is at Meru Level 5 morgue awaiting autopsy. With the increasing clashes in Molo, students and parents have gone to panic mode as the Kenya Certificate of Secondary Education exams near. The clashes have affected normal learning program, with the students fearing going to school, as residents in the area are urging the government to intervene.
At least 15 schools have been closed in Narok South following the ongoing inter-ethnic skirmishes between the Maasai and the Kipsigis. Most students have opted to flee the area together with their parents due to the increasing clashes, which have resulted to the death of more than 2 people and several others being injured.
Tulipea kura na hajasaidia sisi na Arap Kenyatta. Kura yetu tulimwagia hiyo watu na hakuna usaidizi.
MP wetu ametuambia turudi kwa mashamba, lakini tunahofia watu bado hawajatoka kwa mahindi ndani.
Sasa sasa tuko kwa shule, tunakaa kwa shule, kuna kitu ya kukula, manguo hakuna. Nilichoma vitu zote, manguo, vitu za kukula, kitanda nini hakuna, manguo, vitu za kukula hakuna. Sasa hata babangu aliaga, sasa niko na mama peke yake.
Kwa nini tuko kwa mkutano na manyumba zetu tunateketea? Sasa hata nimeona nyumba ya orphans, ana baba ana mama, sasa inateketea hapa.
The schools have now turned into refugee camps as those whose houses were burnt seek shelter. The Rift Valley Regional Commissioner Chimwanga Monga has ordered all schools to reopen with the assurance of additional security.
Hii kitu inaanza saa 12 mpaka saa 12. Tusikupate kona mbaya ama mahali hutakikani kuwa. Hiyo masaa unatakikana ukue wapi? Sinyi mmetualika. Movement restricted.
So wale vijana wako hapa, either wametoka Narok, either wametoka wapi, tunasema wajichunge. Tunataka vijana wa hapa kwa sababu wanajuana wenyewe, wabaki hapa. Wasee wa hapa wanajuana wenyewe, wabaki hapa. Na tunatangaza mwisho wa kuchoma nyumba.
Security officers deployed to quell the clashes in the area have been accused of taking sides and favoring their respective communities and slowing government efforts to restore peace in the area.
Kama ni mambo ya cutline, serikali haijapatia mtu yeyote kazi ya kuja kuonyeshana cutline. Wacha serikali yenyewe kuja ionyeshane cutline.
Mambo ya cutline, round hii pia serikali iweke moja, hatutakuwa na multiple cutlines za kuhangaisha wananchi.
Hii cutline iliwekwa na serikali. Na kama iko shida na cutline, mnaeleza nani? Serikali, sio kukimbizana hapa kwa mahindi.
Politicians have also come under the spotlight for allegedly inciting the violence and hiding under cattle rustling incidents. Dennis Njoroge reporting for Mtoto News.
The Kenyatta National Hospital on Wednesday, 12th September, unveiled the proposed pediatric emergency, burns management and cancer treatment center projects in a press briefing held at the administration. In a research conducted recently, children admitted to hospital often die within 24 hours of admission due to lack of access to specialized healthcare.
It is an important project because we have had challenges with some of the areas where we take care of our patients. And this is in the area of pediatrics and in the area of burns. We know it is a center of its kind in the region where we have 12 ICU beds and 82 beds for the burns patient.
This is just a picture showing us our current burns unit, which we use as a critical care center for those who are severely burned. A small room where we have 3 patients. They are babies, but ideally it should be having only 1 patient. So most of our patients will get flame burns, most of them due to ignorance. And we had a burns awareness last week where we are trying to sensitize the public on preventive measures so that we reduce some of these incidences.
We have said there are a number of people globally that have a lot of deaths. If you look at the under 5 deaths, the worldwide, it has declined from 12.6 to 5.6 by the year 20. In Kenya, out of 1,000 children born, about 50 will die before their 5th birthday, which is actually something that is something that we really need. And if you look at the causes, what is actually killing our babies when they are under 5, it's preterm, birth complications, pneumonia, birth asphyxia, diarrhea, and of course, malaria. Currently, we have been having pediatrics being seen or being attended to at what we call pediatric emergency unit, PEU, which is constricted and not able to sustain our numbers. So that's why this center that is coming will actually help us give these children both medical attention and trauma.
And finally, 35-year-old woman was arrested in Nakuru last week on Wednesday after she attempted to sell off her 3-week-old newborn baby. The baby girl was to be sold to another mother who had unfortunately lost her child during delivery at 1,200 shillings. That is all for this week. For more news and information, visit our website www.mtotonews.com and follow us on social media pages at Mtoto News. Until next week, I am Anne Wamboi.